All right, guys, let's get back into some more stories. There was some drama with Safaree and Erica Mena. It's never ending. Now, Safaree is now seeking $50,000 for damaged property after claiming that Erica destroyed his expensive sneakers and motorbikes 2 days after filing divorce. Now, Safaree claims that Erica damaged $30,000 worth of custom sneakers by pouring bleach all over them and cutting the laces. She also reportedly poured paint on his motorcycles and into the exhaust pipes and gas tanks of all his vehicles. What are your thoughts on the continuous drama between these two?
I mean, this situation is super toxic, right? Like, so Erica, that's petty. Cutting up clothes and bleaching clothes, that is so passe. That is so 1997. That is so Lisa Left Eye Lopez almost burned down Andre Rising's house, right? But from Erica's perspective, she probably has a reason to have these overwhelming, outward display of emotions. The girl had that baby. The baby was in the NICU, and Safaree was tootsie rolling around the United States in Jamaica, having a good old time, not there to be with. Listen, I don't give a good goddamn if y'all not together, if y'all are not filing for divorce. That is one half your seed. And if that baby is in the NICU and Erica is in the hospital every day with that baby, at a minimum, your ass could be sitting home all day or at the nearest Days Inn or at your grandma's house or somewhere in the city, just showing some type of spiritual support. Makes no sense.
I agree. Al, what do you think?
I think they're both very brilliant, two talents. I think we keep talking about them every other week. They're on our top topics. I think that they're earning their space and their place on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. However, though, listen, ladies, the two of you, it's working right now because your show is back up and you want everybody to watch. But let me tell you, the two of you better stay together because once the two of you split, where the two of you gonna go? What are the two of you gonna do? I just want you to be smart. Now, I see you. I'm enjoying the drama. I'm enjoying the engagement. I'm enjoying you staying a part of the trending and being at the top of talk topics. But you got to be a little bit careful. You're skating real thin on that line right there. But like I said, the two of them are intriguing to me. They're both very attractive. We follow them every week. I just want them to be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Do you think the latest stunt is just for attention, or do you think that's real? Him partying? Well, I don't think.
It feels for real.
It feels. If your kid is in the ICU, and you're in Jamaica with your friends, winding with your boys, if that's for a storyline, then I won't watch them because that's horrible. I think it's not. I think that's real.
I think it's real.
This is the deal. I'm not saying that it's not real, but how do we know what she did to that stuff? Who did she tell and why did they tell the media?
Well, he's filing a lawsuit.
Okay, he filed a lawsuit. Okay, so like I said before, if you really are real and if you really have great counsel, you filed a lawsuit, anonymous versus anonymous, means nobody can watch the dockets to see who's filing what against who. Come on, let's talk real.
But they want it to play out in the court of public opinion because I'm a woman scorned. You know what I'm saying? And as far as him partying while the baby was in NICU, she didn't have to tell that. She posted, I just had a baby, and 3 days later, he's in Jamaica. So we could just deduce that on our own.
All I'm saying is you got to look at all the evidence that we're given to really know if you really are trying to keep this between the two of you behind closed doors, there's a ways to do that. I just feel
I don't think she is. I don't think she cares.
They're both immature as hell, and they're both trying to one up and embarrass each other in TV. That is what they do. It's the only thing they know how to do.
I think that's what you do when you're on reality TV and you got to stay relevant and you got to stay a talk topic. And I think what they all are forced to do when you do reality TV is to put your mess on Front Street when you should be putting it behind the house, in my personal opinion.
So who do you think is more? Do you think one is more at fault than the other one in this case, Al? When it comes to Safaree and Erica?
Listen, at the end of the day, if you weren't so public about what was going on, we wouldn't know. we know for a reason is all I'm saying. We know every single detail for a reason. This is not anything. And plus, there's a lot of pressure. There is a lot of pressure to be on reality TV these days. You have to constantly make up stuff to make people interested in you, engaged in you, and watching you and following you. And I think these two are doing an amazing job at it.
I hope the baby thing is not for attention.
I mean, come on, they were supposed to be estranged and they got a baby.
But that happens all the time.
So I mean, that was 9 months. It takes 9 months for a baby to cook.
I understand. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm just saying, come on, y'all. We can't be completely oblivious to what could be something a little bit more than what we think it is.
I hope you're right. I hope it's for attention and not real. I hope you wouldn't really leave your wife while your kid is in ICU and you're partying and whining with your boys.
Just looks bad. The optics are very bad.
But we're talking.
Yeah. Okay. There's someone in the chat said, Nisa 813 says they're both a mess. You know what? That's something we can all agree on tonight, I think. Yeah. Are we in agreement now?
Yeah, we can agree with that.
All right. Okay. So a mother and daughter from Alabama recently revealed that they decided to watch each other's sex tapes to share tips on how to spice up their sex lives. The mother and daughter were featured on the new season of Smothered on Discovery Plus. I don't know if y'all seen that show. It looks at the dynamics of different mother-daughter relationships. Now, the duo admitted to discussing different sexual positions they could try with their respective partners and the outfits that would please them. And they said their significant others have issues with their close relationships. How weird is this shit? Mother-daughter sex tapes I'm not looking at my mother's sex tape and letting her look at mine. What do you think about this? Is it cool to be this close to your relative, your mama, or is it cringe?
It's, it's funny, right? Because upon first glance, I was like, this is very cringy, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But because that's based on how we were raised, that there's a level of deference and respect. But I'm going to tell you something. The two people on earth that you should be able to be the most open with and the most vulnerable with are your parents. And I think that if you dig deep enough, you may be able to find beauty in their closeness.
I agree.
That's an interesting take on that.
I love the fact that the mother said, no, right there, you need to arch your back a little more. And right there, you need to lift your leg up and put it over there on the side. Because that old woman right there know how to please a man. Because she's been pleasing a man way longer than her daughter. She's 40. She's been pleasing a man. Okay, I better not say that. But let's just say she's been pleasing men for over 20 years. Her daughter has only been pleasing men for, at 20, let's say, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman who's been pleasing a man for 20 or 30 years to help her daughter out and teaching her how to please a man a little bit better.
I'm disagreeing. I'm going to disagree tonight. I'm going to be the Al Reynolds of the show tonight. I'm the Al Reynolds tonight, odd man out. I think it's disgusting. I would never let my mom see my sex tape. There's certain things I don't want to ever see my mother doing. Giving head, getting hit from the back, or riding some D is one of the three of them. Y'all are crazy as hell if you want to see your mother doing that. And Q and Al, I know some of the stuff y'all be doing. I damn sure know for a fact you would not let your mama see your nastiness y'all been doing, especially you this weekend, Q, and last week, you, Al. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with our final stuff. More Hazel E. We might have Hazel E.
Girl, I can't. Not tonight.